I have myself set up here. I was planning to be able to do one of two things in some particular order. One was that I think this is the thing I need to steal for Davis. It's between the fishmongers and the tall under construction house. The fishmongers are right there, and you know, this place happens to have dudes doing carpentry work, so it seems like this would be the one they want me to steal, but I don't remember that being in there, so I may have already stolen all of this. And then the quest just added these things in well after the fact. So now I have these. I would assume I stole the tools at some point as well. All the chests were robbed. Well, they were robbed by me. What does it say? It says steal tools from the workshop, just in case. Are there any tools around here that I didn't already get, though? I'm pretty sure I picked this place clean. I'm hoping that I can complete the quest and then confirm any separate dialogue choice if I want to be his apprentice or not. Sort of like how when joining a guild, you can normally do all their quests and then tell them, hey, I would like to join or not. I cannot read any of these. Alright, so this guy is the drunken guide who I need for Atmar. I'm to verify this by paying him for the service and seeing if he walks with a wobbly step. I don't remember exactly who Atmar was. He was, I guess, a guy in charge of, you know, coordinating and administering the guide services in the Merchant Guild, so... Last time I tried to hire this guy, he wouldn't take me anywhere. Take me to the Siren's Whale, that's close by. And in fact, I think that's on the way to where I was planning to go.
No to w drogę.
Walking like a zombie again. Oh dear. Actually, but the harbor may have been where I was planning to go. Where I don't remember exactly what my long-term goal was, but at least I got him taking me somewhere close by, so I don't have to wait 30 minutes for him to slowly plod along to get to the destination. So I assume I cannot get the quest credit until we arrive at the destination. The guy is actually drunk. I can go back to Atmar. The guy probably won't even notice that he lost me. Okay. So I didn't need to wait. But maybe there'll be some kind of fun dialogue when we get there. Or there might be nothing and this is a complete waste of time. Some beer and wine, and maybe a silver candlestick in here to steal if I'm careful. Ooh. What happened? He just passed out. Like he got sprinkled with fairy dust. Well, not bad. The guy just laid down on the ground and fell asleep. Okay. I mean, I got extra experience for it, so it was worth it to come follow him a little bit farther. There's a woman in the other room, but I'm mainly concerned with this stuff over here, if I can loot it. Yoink. Yoink. And in fact, I have not saved since following this guy, so just in case I get screwed by someone wandering in at the last second. That's some good loot to have. Small chest, which is worth a fair amount, isn't it? Like a few hundred? 350 at least? It's not a big one. 750, good grief, it's worth a considerable amount of money. Is there anything upstairs? Oh, can steal a brush. And some ham. It's a bookshelf full of books with no books to take. Ooh, there is more stuff up here. A book on frogmen, which I have already read, talking about they live in caves near water, and they're usually in groups, but can sometimes be alone, and they use improvised weapons that are a little unusual and hard to block, like slingshots. This is an extremely profitable place to rob. Small chest, couple gold and silver candlesticks, more goblets over here to steal. I think the last time I tried to break in here, it was just filled with people and I couldn't get away with anything. I seem to have gotten a little bit more fortunate here to have complete vacancy to work with. The wolf knife is actually a dagger that I can use, like a weapon. Oh, no. Don't know if the game is going to immediately alert enemies, or not enemies, but NPCs to my presence if I'm moving around outside of stealth. I will not take that risk. Oh my goodness, this place just goes on forever. Can I jump though? Like, this will work, won't it? This looks like a pretty cool sword, but it just says blade. How much longer until people start coming back to sleep and then I get caught in the act? Oops. Oh. Yoink. I've been so conditioned in this game that when I see animal skins, I just assume I can't take them. Too many times there have been decorative items or decorative skins lying around that have been of no interactive function. And there is a chest next to this guy. Of course, he'll wake up if I break a lockpick, so I gotta be fortunate on this one. Well, he didn't wake up. Fish soup with herbs and a known recipe. A little bit lame. Nothing else immediately jumps out, right? Not hidden behind any chests. Oh, there's some wine there. I can live without the wine. But I do want the gold necklace. What? Did I see that right? Gold necklace. It's targeting a gold necklace, but it's like through the wall or inside the chest or something. Oh, no, I just couldn't grab it before. That's unfortunate. So I tell you what, let me reload this save. I don't care about the inner contents of that. But I can sneak back there and grab the gold necklace that is so tiny that I would never have even been able to see it unless I was standing on a bed. And of course this guy is out of bed, so hopefully he didn't see me. Now that's got me paranoid. Like, are there other things stuck on the tops of surfaces that are virtually impossible to grab? Or even target? What other exciting, valuable loot am I missing in this place? I can't even see it here. Like, this thing does not exist as far as I can tell. I'm not targeting anything on top of anything else, so I'm probably good to go here. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm out. I've already stolen most of the valuable goods in there. So what was that wolf knife? 25 damage for 15 dex. Not very useful to me right now. In fact, I have 2 wolf knives. One that gives a bonus and one that does not. So this one's much more valuable. And in fact, it does more damage for less dexterity, because this one uses strength. Interesting. There's 2 different wolf knives that run on different stats. Okay, so I did that, work for the butcher. I'm supposed to get 10 pieces of boar meat, raw sheep meat, and 2 crab pincers. I don't know where to get crab pincers. Weed them out. I'm still supposed to be looking for somebody named Jeff or Koff who likes to hang out in drinking places, and I think that's why I was heading for Helga's, because he was not at Gershton's or whatever near the outside the old quarter. This guy wants me to make the shiv, which I think I can do. Herschlik, he taught me how to get seeds, so I just need to go around and kill stuff. Frida wants me to commit sabotage in Alice's shop. I should go back to Roderick for completing the training with the guards. Kurt wants me to go to Valerio and talk to Holdvig. That's not going to happen immediately. These two are ongoing, and then this one is important. But I gotta leave town for that, so I'll try to do as much in town as I can before, before I set out. Oh, I missed my target again. The harpy is to the right. Not the harpy, the siren. The siren's wail. And there's a wall there. This guy's still asleep. I'm not sure if I'll be able to just find a Jeff for a calf. I should probably look around and just see. You are a citizen. Arnold, Tom, Mikkel, and Provis. I would think that Jeff or Calf or whoever would be down in the main area if he were here. So these guys are here because they have rooms that they are renting. Nothing out here, right? Nobody in here, or is this a locked door? Nobody in here. You're just chilling in a odd-looking corner. It will never open. Just for the record. Right. Oh. Oh, I'll take that. That was a discreet little hiding spot. In fact, what's that gold necklace that I found worth? 300?
Nie doszło do mnie nic na ten temat.
Kto to opowiada takie rzeczy?
Nie wiem, czy można być tego pewnym. Przynajmniej...
The next logical step is to ask Helga for information.
Potrzebuję informacji.
Pytaj, o co chcesz.
Odwiedził cię ostatnio facet z kucykiem? Z tego co wiem, nazywa się Kaf i nie wykonuje powierzonych mu zadań.
Gdyby tu był, pewnie bym go zapamiętała, ale nikogo takiego nie widziałam. Na twoim miejscu popytałabym w mrocznych tajemnicach. To tam zwykle zatrzymują się przejezdni, więc przy odrobinie szczęścia może tam go znajdziesz.
That would have been my next stop anyway. And have I already inspected her kitchen?
Doprawdy? To
I think I have.
Możemy jedynie przeczekać.
To przecież okropne. Przyszło nam żyć w niedobrych czasach.
Co mogę tu...
Kobiety!
Yo. I thought that was going to be generic dialogue. Something I'd already heard. Cop? Or Jeff? Whatever your name is? Is it Peter? This guy's got a name, and we've established that whoever Lorenzo or it was Ernesto, I guess, and Sigrid are not on the same page as to the name, so...
Gdybym sama tego nie wiedziała.
Don't make me ask all the workers. I guess the head lady, whatever her name was. Here's Ambrosia, like, spilling all the drinks everywhere again. That's what she was doing the first time I came into this establishment. Alright, Vlada. Hey, you know anything about a guy with a ponytail?
Widziałaś tu może ostatnio faceta z włosami spiętymi w kucyk?
Wielu odwiedza mój lokal, zarówno mieszkańców, jak i przyjezdnych. Myślisz, że pamiętam te wszystkie kaprawe gęby?
Może jest coś, co mógłbym zrobić, żebyś sobie przypomniała.
Wątpię, ale możesz popytać kurtyzan z mojego lokalu. Tylko pamiętaj, że informacje nie są darmowe.
Oh, I do have to ask everyone. Alright, Katya, well, let me ask Ambrosia. She walks around. Grab her and get her attention while she's here. I'm looking for a guy who wears a ponytail.
Szukam faceta noszącego kucyk. Może spotkałaś go tutaj?
Odkąd tu pracuję, widziałam wielu mężczyzn. Nie przypominam sobie jednak, by ktoś z taką fryzurą pojawił się tu w tym tygodniu.
Not a lot of ponytails in Archolos, apparently. Katya, have you seen a guy in a
Hej,
ponytail?
chciałbym...
Nieczynne. Przyjdź później.
Coś się stało?
Owszem, i to dużo. Ten Pieter doprowadza mnie do szału. Jeśli powiesz temu obleśnemu facetowi w kącie, żeby przestał łypać za mną swoimi kaprawymi ślepiami, to... dostaniesz nagrodę, słodziutki.
This is new.
Dlaczego ochroniarz nie może się nim zająć?
Mówisz o Amirze? To tchórz i obibok. Dostał robotę w mrocznych tajemnicach tylko dlatego, że jest bratem właścicielki. Przyłazi tu głównie popatrzeć na spódniczki i żłopać piwo. Tyle z niego pożytku.
Zaraz zrobię z nim porządek.
Chcę to zobaczyć.
But sitting here looking at, I'm realizing now this guy is a worker, but he has a ponytail. But he's not named, so is there any possibility that this is Kef or Jeff or Kaf or... Probably not, unless somebody else specifically identifies him as being the guy. So... time to beat up Peter.
Rusz się, smarkaczu! Zasłaniasz mi widok na panienki!
How is this for blocking your view?
Nie wiedziałem, że do lokalu wpuszczają
Schowaj tę
takich
broń.
żałosnych gburów jak ty.
Co żeś tam bąknął?
To, co
Odłożysz
słyszałeś.
w końcu tą
Masz przestać
cholerną
nękać
broń
Kafię, albo
rozsądnie.
osobiście nauczę cię szacunku do kobiet.
Będę robił to, na co mam ochotę, a ty prosisz się o solidne lanie.
Hey, ring's pretty valuable.
Chwila.
Vite is leaving, and he's
Miło.
got... I could get a blunt reinforcement. Yeah, nothing that I think I really want. This one I still need to keep an eye on. In fact, why don't I just buy this? It's only 100. Way I don't forget about it. It's 30 for a dozen pat. Oh man, I'll skip that one for now. Whoops.
Teraz grzecznie pójdziesz i przeprosisz tę panią za swoje świńskie zachowanie.
Ty sukin!
Słucham?
Nie, to znaczy tak, dobrze, przeproszę.
Are you actually, or was that all talk? Are you implied to have done this, like, off-screen, or what? So 50? Oh! I got ripped off. I spent 100 gold to get 10. Those things only sell for 20. Or sorry, they only sell for 2, which means a total of 20. So 26 for whatever that's worth. 52
ty.
technically.
Pieter nie będzie już ci sprawiał problemu.
Och, nie wiem jak mam ci dziękować. Jeszcze trochę, a rozbiłabym butelkę na jego prymitywnym łbie. Jednak ludzie jeszcze nie zeszli na psy.
Potrzebuję informacji o pewnym człowieku.
Kogo takiego szukasz?
Młody mężczyzna, włosy spięte w kucyk. Mówi ci to coś?
Mówisz o kafie?
Nie jestem pewien, ale chyba tak. Każdy, kogo pytałem, nazywał go inaczej.
To prawda. Był tu ostatnio ktoś taki. Nie wyglądał mi na bogacza, ale ciągle się chwalił, że stać go na wszystkie luksusy, bo właśnie dostał wypłatę. Mówił też, że ma zamiar iść do łaźni i wypocząć za wszystkie lata pracy.
Jak dawno to było?
Kilka dni temu, więc nie wiem, czy jeszcze go tam znajdziesz, ale możesz spróbować.
It's like a whole trail of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna get there and he's not gonna be there and I'll have to ask them for info about him.
Był tu ostatnio pewien chłopak z włosami spiętymi w kucyk.
Dużo klientów nosi taką fryzurę.
Zastanów się, czy ktokolwiek odpowiadający temu opisowi zachowywał się podejrzanie w waszym lokalu.
W sumie był taki jeden. Parę dni temu facet chwalił się o jakimś przekręcie. Ale to nie ja spędzałam z nim czas. Porozmawiaj z jedną z moich przyjaciółek. Któraś z nich widziała się z nim cały wieczór.
So she's just confirming that someone around here knew about Kaf. I don't know if there's any other stories I can get, but what's worth talking to everyone and just verifying.
Nie mam czasu. Zostaw mnie w spokoju.
Well, I think that is everyone. So really, I should be going all the way to the bathhouse at the east gate. I don't know that I want to do that.
Co za skandal! Taki kawał drogi na marne.
Coś się stało?
Przeszliśmy na piechotę, taki kawał z Silbach. Kłóciliśmy się przy bramach, a teraz nawet nie chcą nas wpuścić. Powiedzieli nam, że do mrocznych tajemnic wpuszczani są tylko zamożni i porządni. No ale my przecież jesteśmy porządni i mamy złoto. A odkładaliśmy je bardzo długo, by tu przyjść.
Ile złota zebraliście?
Bardzo dużo.
A ile dokładnie?
10 sztuk złota.
I don't remember, did I have to, like, pay a fee to get in? I don't think so.
Może dorzucę wam kilka monet i przejdziecie się na piwo?
Na piwo? Też mi pomysł. Piwa to się akurat mogliśmy i w Silbach napić. Ech, szlak by to. Musimy sobie znaleźć jakieś inne ciekawe zajęcie, by ta podróż nie poszła na marne.
But have you had Dark Paladin?
Taki kawał drogi na marne.
Nie męcz mnie. Próbuję coś wymyślić.
Biednemu to zawsze wiatr w oczy.
Gdybym sama tego nie wiedziała.
Wait, say that again?
Biednemu to zawsze wiatr w oczy.
It never rains, but it pours. That's not quite the expression. Typically it's when it rains, it pours. Just to say that, you know, something that doesn't happen often happens in an extreme amount, and it's usually used for, like, either something extremely lucrative or something that's extremely, like, harsh or punishing. Like you're having a bad day, when it rains, it pours. So I don't know if these guys were just a random events or if these guys get triggered specifically by this quest. I don't know what would have been different if I had offered to keep silent, so I kind of want to just see what that leads to. It's me offering them beers kind of just fizzled out. They were like, oh, whatever.
Co za
Coś się...
Przecież
Ile...
Ech, szlakby to. Musimy sobie znaleźć jakieś inne ciekawe zajęcie, by ta podróż nie poszła na marne.
Okay, it was kind of the same effect. They just have no chance of getting in there. Okay, so stuff inside. I need to talk to Roderick at some point, but for the Bowyer, that's opening Alice's harpy. That sounds kind of dirty. Don't do that in town. That one, I think I can do. That one, I still gotta get crab meat. Gotta return to the artisan district for that, and I gotta return to the merchant guild for that, and then I gotta go all the way to the bathhouse for that. So Alice's, I guess she's at general store. I guess. This is a blacksmith. That's not where I wanted to be. But she is around the corner here. The Traveler Variety Shop. And because it is night, I should be able to wee the quacken. I mean, open the gate to Alice's harpy. If I can find the button. Press the button. Would not have thought to do it on this painting, but I managed to open the cage. The harpy made quite a mess in Alice's shop. Now I can return to Frida with the good news. So I do not really want to kill this thing. Please don't aggro me. I let you free. I released you from your confines. Right? Let me double check what the ingredients I need for the shiv are. Might have already read them. Whoops. We'll go back to general information. Blacksmithing. The shiv needs 2 iron nuggets, 3 quartz. I should have 3 quartz. I would think. That's crystal. I need more quartz. So who would sell quartz? The mages? Alchemists?
Hey, ty.
Hey, you. Show me your goods.
Pokaż.
He does, in fact, have some quartz. So I only need the 1. I may need more at a later time for something else. I'll just take that one. So that's enough to make the shiv. Now I gotta get to the bathhouse all the way near the southeastern gate. And I gotta report to Roderick and Atmar was the guy's name. I think he was in the guild. So I'll just go... to, what the bathhouse. Make sure I'm going the wrong way. Getting myself turned around again. This looks suspicious. This guy just dropping out of thin air and slowly walking towards me. Who is this?
Ej, ty! Szukasz kłopotów?
Well, I thought you were suspicious, so... yes?
Tak.
No to je znalazłeś.
The guide
No
does
proszę, jednak można.
not care. I've seen some suspicious people looking, just kind of lurking around. And they've always been like, just completely indifferent to me. And that guy came at me. Why did that guy come after me? Is it nighttime, or is it some other reason? I could report to Roderick, but I have concern that he'll tell me, go do training right now, and I'll be like, oh no, I don't want to. Here's another suspicious guy.
Jestem zajęty. Zostaw mnie w spokoju.
So he's not aggroing me. Nor is the guy doing the pouches, or not the pouches, the patches squat. Patches the hyena from the Dark Souls games and Demon Souls before that. I think he was Patches the hyena in Demon Souls and then became Patches the something else in Dark Souls. Alright, this gate leads to the bathhouse, okay. So, Kaf is probably not going to be here. I can't ask him about him, so I assume I have to ask the worker.
Ty! Ślepy czy co? To miejsce już jest zajęte.
Kaf, jak sądzę.
Może i kaw. Czego chcesz?
Przysyła mnie Ernesto. Przez ciebie kupiec wpadł teraz w nie lada kłopoty i chętnie utnie z tobą na ten temat pogawędkę.
Jaki znowu Ernesto? Nie znam żadnego Ernesto.
Nie cwaniakuj, tylko gadaj prawdę. Podobno przechwalałeś się w burdelu na lewo i prawo swoim małym przekrętem.
Wiesz co? Z tobą to chyba trzeba porozmawiać w inny sposób.
Are you really gonna punch me? I have a mace. You're wearing a bath towel. This guy really is cocky if he's gonna come at me like that. But I fully did not expect to run into this guy here. I thought it was gonna be another, oh, well, yeah, it was I think there was a guy matching that description, but he was talking about going so-and-so place, and then I'd have to track him all the way to the Merchant Guild and or the Merchant District and talk to someone there about, you know, oh yeah, I did business with a guy over here. He spent his money on this. I think he was trying to maybe get something to do something, you know.
Wróciła ci pamięć?
Nie musiałeś być tak brutalny. Słuchaj, to był taki mały przekręt. Dzięki niemu miałem zaoszczędzić trochę monet.
Wątpię, żebyś z tego małego przekrętu zdobył tyle pieniędzy. Gadaj, kto cię opłacił.
To niemożliwe.
Oh.
Patrz mi na usta. Zaprowadzisz mnie do swojego pracodawcy, albo będą cię zbierać z bruku. kawałek po kawałku.
Dobra, dobra! Wygrałeś! Schowaj już tę broń. Chodź za mną. Tylko daj mi się ubrać do cholery.
Well, there is another location. What does our journal say? Weed him out. The moment I kicked Koff's ass, he confirmed that someone had paid him specifically to ruin Ernesto's reputation. I've already done that. That was, wasn't it Lorenzo specifically who was like, yeah, if we're gonna sell this Dark Paladin, we gotta make an edge in the market by making people a little hesitant to buy Ernesto's wine. Before bringing him straight to the merchant, I forced him to lead me to his employer. If I will learn who's that... If I will learn who is that... If I will learn who is that, and why did he hire Koff in the first place, maybe I will get a bonus reward from Ernesto. I should also keep my both eyes on that swindler before he uses an opportunity to escape. Oh man, that might be the worst couple of sentences I've ever read for the translation. Like, everything is normally pretty darn good, but it's sometimes just like a slight cultural thing that's not quite right. Or it's like, you know, like a phrase, an idiomatic expression won't quite translate right, and so it's a little weird. Or it might just be a word here and there, but that was like multiple grammatical and syntax errors. It was just like the translation just failed completely on that one. I mean, not completely, not literally completely, but did not get the basic structure of the English language correct, which the rest of the translations have always been pretty good about doing.
A więc jesteśmy na miejscu.
Przecież to ślepa uliczka.
Bystry jesteś.
Dość tej błazenady. Idziesz ze mną po dobroci, czy mam cię zaciągnąć do Ernesto siłą? Co cię tak śmieszy?
Who's behind
Ty
me?
i twoja mina. Już za chwilę. Pozwól, że kogoś ci przedstawię. Row i Jeff. Moi bracia. Bez nich plan zupełnie by nie wypalił.
Nie było jednego zbieracza. Tylko 3.
Podobni, nie? Nie ma to jak dobrze namieszać ludziom w głowach. Żałuję tylko, że nie widziałem miny Ernesto, gdy ten musiał płaszczyć się przed wściekłym alchemikiem. Z drugiej strony, twoja zupełnie mi wystarczy.
I'm confused. Why does it matter that you have, like, triplets or whatever? Is it just to sow confusion for entertainment? With people not knowing who is responsible? Like, what?
Kim jest wasz szef?
Kimś, kto przewróci tę waszą gildię do góry nogami. Tak się składa, że planował tę akcję od dawna. A my po prostu byliśmy idealnymi kandydatami do tego zadania.
Dlaczego Ernesto jest dla was taki ważny?
A kto powiedział, że chodzi o jakiegoś sprzedawcę nalewek? Zresztą, to już bez znaczenia. Nasz pracodawca wkrótce znowu obsypie nas złotem. I tylko to się liczy. 3 bracia. Nikt nas tu nie zna, więc nikt nas nie szukał. No, prawie nikt.
Dlaczego mi to wszystko mówisz?
Cóż, zgaduję, że jestem ci to winien w ramach nagrody za twoją spostrzegawczość. Poza tym, jakby ci to powiedzieć? Nie wyjdziesz stąd żywy!
He hits somewhat hard. Okay, but they're like the slow animations, so... Ooh.
Widzisz? To nie było takie trudne.
I want to get my food out and heal. Oh god. Keep running. Find something good to eat. Here we are. Now I'd like to run back to the scene of the crime, just that way everything stays somewhat local. Did Jeff, or whatever his name is, he's still there, okay. These guys hopefully won't hit as hard, given that they had those low speed animations. That was almost deadly. This first guy, Koff, actually hit, like, pretty hard. And I had to literally run away, hide on the other side of a stack of crates, munch on some scavenger and pumpkin shashlish. Yes, this is where Luna sleeps. Okay. I just wanted to investigate your dwellings and see if there was anything of value to steal. I don't remember. I've probably looted this place. There's either nothing here or nothing. Okay, so with this, Koff tricked me and led me straight into a dead end. A moment later, his two twin brothers, Rolf and Jeff, ambushed me. Luckily, I managed to beat all of them to a pulp. According to what Koff told me, from the very beginning, the swindle not only was meant to crumble Ernesto's reputation, but also the entire Araxos guild. I should bring the news to Ernesto. Okay, what else? I think I'm good to head back to the merchant district or the artisans district, I mean. I can maybe turn in the blacksmith and the locksmith or the carpenter. So I'm in this district already. So let's see what Davis has to say, and if I can turn in the quest without committing to being his apprentice just yet. Did I heal all the way? Yes, I did. Thank you. I have memories of looting this place. This guy's like way up here. Oh, and Sigrid.
Czego tu szukasz? Odejdź!
Can I talk to her?
Czego tutaj węszysz?
Nope.
Spadaj.
I would like to sleep in your bed, Sigrid. Yoink. Only a fool thinks that dexterity will make you a better thief. I've definitely read that one. And I have previously looted this chest, so that confirms I had been here for most of the valuables. Davis, I would like to converse with you. Don't do that. What are you doing?
Czego tu szukasz? Czego tu szukasz?
Alright,
Odejdź!
I'm getting out.
Czego tu szukasz? Odejdź! Czego tu szukasz? Odejdź! Czego tu szukasz?
Czego ty tam
nie było
szukałeś?
takie trudne.
Alright, is everyone done freaking out?
Hej, ty!
Hey, you.
Powiedziałam ci chyba, że jestem zajęta.
Thought maybe I could have new dialogue with you about your recommendation to use Jeff or Calf or Roth or whoever. Sweet puppy. Yeah, now Davis has stopped freaking out.
Co nowego?
Niewiele. Próbuję jakoś wiązać koniec z końcem, co w naszych...
What? What?
Hej! Co nowego?
Niewiele. Próbuję jakoś wiązać koniec...
What? Davis wants me to rob his competitor's chests. I'm to open all the chests in his workshop and take their contents. I'm also supposed to steal tools from the workshop just in case. The competitor's workshop is located in the harbor between the fish market and the tall house under construction. All the chests were robbed. All I found inside were some certificates. So, I don't have the tools, so I can't turn in the quest? There were no tools. Was I supposed to go to another building as well? I don't get it. So if I turn left, that'll get me back over there. I really hope I didn't break this quest by looting those chests first. Who? What? Someone is like casting magic. Weapons were drawn, and I'm hearing like fireballs. Oh, now we're killing the harpy, I see. Who was casting the fireballs, though?
Nic tu nie ma.
Nothing to be had there.
Hej, ty!
I guess I can see if Alice has a reaction now that the harpy got murdered.
Co słychać?
Fatalnie! Znowu jakaś gnida próbowała okraść mój sklep i zabić harpię. Gdyby nie pomoc straży, straciłabym swój cały dorobek. Zakładam, że to sprawka tej jędzy Fridy.
Co słychać?
Fatalnie! Gdyby...
Pokaż mi swoje...
There will be retaliation. Strength and blunt. You know, for 150, this might be worth it to pick up. I mean, she's got some pretty cool jewelry. Without the blunt amulet, without the blunt amulet equipped, I could, these are my base defensive stats right now, so I could go to 39 or 42. I mean, I can sort of focus on a specific stat that I wanted to have more defense in. So again, when I'm hunting beasts, a lot of the wild animals seem to do edge defense or have edge attacks. So for 150, sure, I'll buy that. Then I can stack that with the with the edge belt and the chain mail when I'm hunting out in the wilds, and get 60 blade protection against probably most of the creatures that are out there. So that's where the chests were, and I stole all of that, right? Like, there wasn't anything else in here to steal, right?
Kamień, papier.
Well, this is completely unexpected. This is unprecedented that anyone would ever challenge me to rock, paper, scissors randomly in the middle of the street.
Nożyce.
We tied?
Imponujące. Jeszcze nikomu nie udało się zremisować ze mną. Możesz podróżować po porcie bez lęku, rywalu.
What is happening? He just appears out of nowhere, sprinting in to challenge random people to rock, paper, scissors. Would he have kicked my ass if I had played paper? What if I had beaten him?
Co ty tam robisz?
Oh,
Nie masz tu czego
I
szukać.
missed that.
Nie jesteś
Okay.
wcale taki głupi, na jakiego wyglądasz.
So I did miss something. But I can probably grab that right now while they're not looking. And no one will see me creep. Yoink. So here's that. Everything went according to plan. Time to go back to Davis.
To było oczywiste.
Now Ogden's like freaking out. Oh. So can I complete the quest and defer apprenticeship?
Hej, ty.
Did what you asked.
Zrobiłem to, o co prosiłeś.
Dobrze, bardzo dobrze. Znalazłeś coś w skrzyniach?
W skrzyniach były tylko te papiery, ale mam też narzędzia.
Dokładnie to miałeś znaleźć. Dzięki tym papierom będę w stanie przekonać połowę miasta, że to u mnie warto kupować skrzynie. Tak czy inaczej, nie słyszałem, by ktoś mówił o portowym złodzieju złapanym na gorącym uczynku, więc poradziłeś sobie z tym całkiem nieźle. Jak dla mnie, możesz zostać moim czeladnikiem już teraz.
Sweet. So then I can choose if I want to be his apprentice. Then I can make the Shiv for Ogden. I lean towards being Ogden or Frida's apprentice. I mean, that's a pretty good weapon if I used it dexterity, and it's worth 700. Do I get to keep it when I'm done? Because that would be great.
Hey.
Agdar is his name. I have an idea.
Mam pewien pomysł.
I have this sword.
Mam ten miecz.
Całkiem nieźle, młody. Jeśli tylko będziesz chciał, mogę cię przyjąć na czeladnika.
Oh, I didn't get to keep it. That's a bummer. I guess now I can confirm. See if I take one apprenticeship, will the other one lock me out immediately or what?
Hej,
I want to be your apprentice.
chcę zostać twoim czeladnikiem.
To dobrze, bo możesz mi się przydać. Tylko jak już raz się zdecydujesz, to nie kręć potem nosem, dobra?
What does that mean? Don't get picky? As in, don't get second thoughts? Don't be picking someone else? Or listen to what I tell you? Or what?
Tak, jestem pewny.
No i bardzo dobrze. Od teraz jesteś moim czeladnikiem. Mam nadzieję, że nie będę tego żałował.
Dam z siebie wszystko, spokojna głowa.
Pewnie, spokojna. Przy dzisiejszej młodzieży.
Teach me.
Zacznijmy trening.
Do roboty.
That's not what I wanted, but he's not super expensive on strength. Forget, was he charging more before I became an apprentice?
Jakie są moje obowiązki?
Kuj tyle broni, ile zdołasz. Za każdą chętnie ci zapłacę. Czym lepszy sprzęt mi przyniesiesz, tym więcej złota dostaniesz. Tylko nie przynoś mi dziesiątek sztuk tego samego oręża. Rynek nie potrzebuje ogromnej ilości tej samej broni.
Okay, 10 LP. Show me your goods.
Co masz?
Znajdziesz u mnie tylko najlepsze.
His best weapon is the boar, which needs 60 strength for 70 damage. Down here he had... So 75... 80... Oh, that's a two-hander. No, that's a one-hander. Okay, what was the other one? There was something... Chopper is 65 for 75. This great axe is pretty dope. But it needs a lot of strength. So in terms of weapons that are like attainable for me, with the strength that I have, the engraved blade probably the chopper. So that's 65 and 75. One is blunts and one is edge, but this one has extra armor piercing. It does more damage, but no whatchamacallit, and also higher stat requirements. So the chopper might be the cooler one to get. So for instance, if I were to just try this, I may not commit to this just yet. But the engraved blade and the chopper. Oh, I need to learn the actual skill first, don't I?
Chwila.
Can I learn
Naucz
level
mnie,
2?
jak kuć dobrej jakości broń.
Skoro już znasz podstawy, pora przejść do kolejnej istotnej kwestii. Broń to narzędzie do odbierania życia.
nie ozdoba. Podczas kucia myśl, czy spełnia swoją rolę. Niestandardowe składniki, takie jak kły czy pazury, w umiarkowanych ilościach mogą wzmocnić właściwości broni, ale uważaj z nimi. Jako ozdoba będą tylko przeszkadzać.
Okay, so now the chopper.
Rozumiem.
Steel Orca skin, I can make that. And an engraved blade.
Rozumiem.
I could do that if I get more quartz.
Hej.
Zacznijmy.
Just curious, can I train my strength up? I think that gets me to 65. Might be even more than 65. I'm one short. Okay.
Hej, ty. Zacznijmy.
Do roboty. Wróć, kiedy na...
Oh no! I can't even use it. And now I can. Can I use the anvil, please? I would like to use this.
Hej, ty.
Excuse me.
Hej, ty.
No. You do something else. Ah. This guy's the worst master ever.
Odłóż broń. Nie jest...
There we go. Forge solid weapons. I will make the chopper. A self-made weapon. So if I were to become his apprentice, I would be able to build me and equip a chopper. Which does 55, an extra 20, really 25 damage compared to what I was using before. It's pretty cool. But I don't know that I want to commit to this path just yet, so let me double check if I can now get dialogue with Davis. No. Okay, so I only get the one apprenticeship. Means I probably have to join each one at least once before they'll tell me what the benefit of joining them is. This guy will teach me blacksmithing and then... Oh, was he gonna, like, buy materials or buy crafted swords at, like, a better rate? That's kind of what he implied in dialogue, but I forgot to check, like, if there was an actual impact, if there was new dialogue options.
Chcę zostać twoim czeladnikiem.
A, jesteś pewny? Jak powiadomię pozostałych mistrzów, to nie będzie odwrotu.
So at least this guy is a little bit more clear about what he meant. Ogdar was like, don't get picky. Once you committed, don't get picky. And I was like, I'm not sure what that means exactly. This guy was like, hey, you can't turn back from this after I tell you. No, it's very clear with this guy. Less so with Ogdar.
Tak, jestem pewny.
Świetnie! Poinformuję pozostałych mistrzów, że już mi ciebie nie ukradną.
Użycie tego słowa było na pewno zupełnie przypadkowe.
Jak najbardziej. A to nie była żadna aluzja, prawda?
Jakie są moje obowiązki?
Przede wszystkim regularnie sprawdzaj zamki w moich nowych kufrach. No i przydałoby mi się, żebyś przynosił mi drewno na sklecanie tych skrzyń. Do tego za przystępną cenę odkupię od ciebie różne kosztowności. Wiesz, złote i srebrne talerze, kielichy. W tej branży łatwo zdobyć kontakty na skupujących taki towar.
Okay. Well, that sounds
Możesz mnie czegoś
profitable.
nauczyć?
Oczywiście. Jesteś moim czeladnikiem, więc musisz posiadać odpowiednie umiejętności, żeby dobrze wykonywać swoje obowiązki. Podszkolę cię więc w otwieraniu zamków. Ale jeśli chcesz poznać naprawdę mistrzowskie techniki, to musisz udowodnić swoją przydatność.
I have advanced lockpicking. I guess he doesn't teach me anything. He's not going to teach me master level.
Mam coś na sprzedaż.
Zobaczmy.
Sell the wood. So what does a wood sell for? 24? Well, that's pretty valuable. How about the valuables? All of this stuff that I would be selling to a generic merchant. And I got 4,477 gold out of that.
Doskonale. Wróć do...
Wow. How much more is that versus the standard rate? So that might be a... Like, the real benefit with this guy is just, with Davis, is just, I guess, money, really. He buys the valuables at a higher rate. But, you know, I could get money from crafting weapons and selling them to Ogdar as well, so it's maybe not that big a deal to join up with Davis. Who are my other options? Frida, the Butcher, and the Bowyer. At least those are the only ones I found. I don't know who else. Is she Frida? Yeah, okay. So the Alchemist is, Herschel still wants me to get the seeds, which I don't have. Those need to be gotten out of town. I need to get crab pincers, which needs to be done out of town. But, if I go back to Alice, I can turn her quest in and see what her apprenticeship deal is going to be. No.
Czy zechce mi potrzebna mi...
No.
On nie zaskoczy.
Słyszałam, że udało ci się wypełnić zadanie. Gratulacje.
Już o tym słyszałaś?
Człowieku, niezła awantura się z tego zrobiła. Aż tutaj słyszałam krzyki. Mam tylko nadzieję, że nikt zbytnio nie ucierpiał. Ale mniejsza o to. Ważne, że potwierdziłeś swoją użyteczność. Jeśli chcesz zostać moim czeladnikiem, to nie ma problemu. Możemy załatwić formalności.
Let me be your apprentice.
Chcę zostać twoim czeladnikiem.
Bardzo dobrze. Lepszej posady w mieście ci nie dadzą. Pamiętaj, zdajesz sobie sprawę, że czeladnikiem możesz być tylko u jednego mistrza?
Coś mi się obiło o uszy.
Póki nie uznam, że umiesz wystarczająco dużo, pracujesz wyłącznie dla mnie. To jak? Zdecydowany?
Jeszcze się zastanowię.
Nad czym się chcesz zastanawiać? Nie rozumiem, ale... Dobra, prześpij się z tym.
So she's even more explicit about only joining one, which again I appreciate more so than Ogdar telling me not to get picky.
Chcę zostać twoim czeladnikiem.
Bardzo dobrze. Lepszej posady w mieście ci nie da. Zdajesz.
Coś mi się...
Póki...
Jasne, wchodzę w to.
Jest jeszcze jedna rzecz. Potrafisz zdjąć skórę ze zwierzyny?
Tak.
To najlepsza decyzja, jaką podjąłeś w życiu.
What am I supposed to do?
Co właściwie mam robić?
Od siedzenia na tyłku, garbowania skór, mamalana. Jesteś młody. to i pewnie łazisz byle gdzie. Możesz więc po drodze zdobyć skóry jakichś bestii. Zapłacę ci za nie więcej niż ktokolwiek na wyspie. W końcu nikt oprócz mnie tak dobrze nie rozumie, jak poważną sprawą jest myślistwo. Jeśli będziesz chciał, mogę cię też nauczyć wytwarzania łuków. Za każdy egzemplarz chętnie ci zapłacę. Tylko przynoś mi różne. Przynosząc mi bez przerwy takie same, rynek się nasyci i w końcu przestaną schodzić.
I have a weapon for sale.
Świetnie!
I have not created any. Okay. So that was probably a dialogue option from Ogdar, is I have a weapon for sale. I have some skins though. What?
Właśnie tego
I already had this option before though. Is she like suddenly paying more?
Każdy właściciel wszelakiej wielkości łodzi i okrętów zobowiązany jest zgłosić się
I want to say she was paying 2.5 gold for wolf skins.
muszą być zarejestrowane, by w razie konieczności mogły zostać
So now she's paying 2.
Za każdą
Wait.
zarejestrowaną łódź zostanie
I gave her 10 and she paid me 50. So now she's paying 40. No. Okay, I gave her 10, she gave me 50. Yeah. She's paying me 5. So the price did in fact double on all this. So it's still not a lot of money. Especially if I'm being super selective about what I did. But, you know, I haven't been doing a whole lot of exploration lately, so there's been not much opportunity for me to acquire animal trophies, so this is really more of a long haul sort of investment. But I wasn't really all that interested in learning to make bows. So that makes me think that back to Ogdar and possibly Davis is my top 2 options. Is there anything down here that I wanted to do besides the 2 guilds? No, I think I just talk to Ernesto and Otvar and then go talk to Roderick. How am I doing on time? I feel like I've been playing a while, but it's not a terribly long time. Hey, you. Whoops.
Widzę, że wróciłeś. Jak idą postępy?
Don't complete the What? What would be...
Wciąż nad tym pracuję.
What would be my incentive to not complete the quest?
Widzę, że wrócił.
Robiłem co mogłem, ale wygląda na to, że Bodowin nie zamierza odpuścić.
Chcesz mi powiedzieć, że wynająłem kolejnego partacza? Z roku na rok jakość usług Archolos jest coraz gorsza. Rzecz jasna, w takim wypadku nie masz co liczyć na nagrodę. Ale szanuję, że miałeś w sobie wystarczająco dużo odwagi, żeby przyznać się do porażki. Swoją drogą dowiedziałeś się czegoś o tym smarkaczu?
Znalazłem twojego zbieracza, a dokładniej 3 z nich.
3? O czym ty mówisz?
Wygląda na to, że twój chłopiec na posyłki miał braci bliźniaków. To stąd u każdego, kogo pytałem, było tak dużo rozbieżności na temat jego wyglądu i imienia. Nie byli też przypadkowymi partaczami. Ktoś, kto ich wynajął, chciał wyraźnie podkopać twoją reputację.
Cóż, to nie jest pierwszy raz, gdy ktoś chce wygryźć z rynku samego Ernesto, ale nikt wcześniej nie uciekał się do tak parszywego podstępu. Z jednej strony nie zrobiłeś najważniejszego, a z drugiej być może wpadłeś na trop pełzającego przewrotu w strukturach gildii. Z natury jestem zwolennikiem dawania dobrze rokującym ludziom drugiej szansy, więc uznam, że wykonałeś swoje zadanie. Przy najbliższej okazji wspomnę o tobie, Lorenzo. Im więcej takich ludzi w gildii, tym lepiej. Przyjmij tę drobną nagrodę. Jeśli będziesz na Starym Mieście, koniecznie...
Okay, maybe I'm supposed to also talk to Bodavin. Totally slipped my mind to even ask him, but maybe Bodavin, there's a way that I can smooth things over with Bodavin.
Słuchajcie, mieszkańcy Archolos. Na rozkaz wielmożnego gubernatora Morisa ogłasza się, co następuje.
Like maybe I get there and Bodavin wants me to go pick all the correct herbs or something. I gotta find this guy Otmar.
Hej.
I know which of your employees drinks on the job.
Wiem, który z twoich pracowników pije w czasie pracy. Nie podał mi swojego imienia, ale to ten, który przez większość dnia stoi przy zejściu na plac rybny.
Tak myślałem. Powiedz mi, czy był w stanie doprowadzić cię na miejsce w rozsądnym tempie?
Nie, facet ledwo stał na nogach.
Rozumiem. Teraz tylko spisz mi swoje zeznania na piśmie i mamy to z głowy. Świetnie. Lorenzo będzie musiał mi wypłacić niezłe odszkodowanie. Mam tu dla ciebie mały upominek w ramach nagrody. Tę błyskotkę mam jeszcze z ojczyzny.
Oh, that would be good if I used dexterity. Whoa, that does two-handed and dexterity. Okay. And it's worth a lot.
Hey, ty.
That probably sells for like $120 or something. So now I want to talk to a runner and see if he can bring me all the way to Bodovin's.
Zabierz mnie.
Bodovin. Wo ist Bodovin? Is it faster to go to Silbach or to just run to Bodovin's myself? Probably go to Silbach. This is the island, so let's see. Silbach is 6. Bodovin is... I mean, he's more or less equidistant between the warp point and here, so it's like I almost should just go there myself. Oh, I was about to warp there, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can't do that. I gotta be standing in a friggin'... alright. Let me get... I'll find my... Do a save here before I haul my ass all the way out there. I'll pop a hasty herring. A speed stew. 75 health that I could have healed, but I gotta run. What was this? Healing herb. Okay, just slowly slide down. Hey, you.
Przyszedłeś tutaj tylko po to, żeby im przeszkadzać.
Niezupełnie. Słyszałem, że potrzebujesz ziół leczniczych do swoich badań.
Zaiste potrzebuję. Może powiesz mi jeszcze, że przysłał cię ten półgłówek Ernesto?
Przysyła mnie gildia Archolos.
A czego szanowna gildia może ode mnie chcieć?
Tak się składa, że Ernesto jest naszym bliskim klientem i przybywam, by rozwiązać wasz spór.
No tak, mogłem się tego spodziewać. Swój swojego zawsze będzie kryć. Jakie są zatem wasze warunki?
Well, I didn't pick this dialogue.
Wieści o waszym konflikcie szybko rozeszły się po mieście.
I bardzo dobrze. Niech wszyscy wiedzą, jak Ernesto traktuje swoich klientów. Ostatnio wysłał do mnie smarkacza, który zamiast ziół przyniósł bezużyteczne chwasty.
It's kind of late now, but I'll learn more about this.
Pamiętasz, jak wyglądał i nazywał się ten smarkacz?
Chudzielec z rudymi włosami. W dodatku z gęby brzydszy nawet bardziej niż ty. O ile pamiętam, miał na imię Rof.
Jesteś pewien co do imienia?
Nie. Ostatnio wielu smarkaczy o głupich imionach zawraca mi głowę.
So I'll do the nice guy thing.
Może po prostu poszukałbym dla ciebie tych ziół, a ty zapomniałbyś o całej sprawie?
Pamiętam, że spośród tej wiejskiej zgrai byłeś najbardziej przydatny. A sam po zioła nie pójdę. Receptury same się nie napiszą. Niech ci będzie. Przynieś mi 10 ziół leczniczych, a zostawię Ernesto w spokoju.
So in reality, I'm giving him out of my own supply. Bodovin told me that the herb gatherer who had visited him earlier was red-haired, thin, and named Ruff. The description fits roughly of what Ernesto told me before. The exception is the gatherer's name. However, the surly alchemist couldn't confirm whether the boy's name was actually that. Probably healing plant will also do. So here are the herbs.
Przyniosłem dla ciebie zioła, o które prosiłeś.
Dobrze. Widzę, że Lorenzo wyciągnął wnioski i w końcu przysłał mi kogoś kompetentnego.
Czy to znaczy, że już nie żywisz urazy do Ernesto?
Żywić to żywię, ale niech wam będzie. Zostawię go w spokoju. A teraz odejdź. Muszę wracać do pracy.
I brought the alchemist the promised herbs. Now I should get back to Ernesto and tell him about my success. It's a fairly long journal entry here. Oh my goodness. So Ernesto, a merchant of the Archolos Guild, asked me to help him solve his problem with the alchemist Bodovin. At the alchemist's request, the merchant sent an errand boy named Kaf to collect some healing herbs, but he brought him mere weeds instead. Ernesto asked me to convince Bodovin to put aside this little negligence. Perhaps I could also look for Kaf and bring him to the merchant so he could explain himself. So really, the thing with Bodovin was the primary objective, and resolving the issue with the guy was the other thing.
Jakże chciałbym zobaczyć ją znów. Te wieże strzeliste wśród chmur nikną gdzieś.
I guess I could pop another healing, or not healing, but another hasty herring. But I already used one. Do I really want to use another one? What does this speeds do? What does it cost me to make these? What's my... Here it is. Cooking. Speed stew is where exactly? Snapper weed, any vegetable, any meat. So snapper weed would be under foodstuffs in the plant section. Okay, I could make another one. Problem is, I have a feeling there's going to come a point later in the game when I'm spending a lot more time running across the map. So I hope I don't get too liberal about using these things early and then run out of snapper weeds later in the game and have to do the more expensive speed potions. Like, what about this guy? Has he had any new dialogue lately? Probably not. Alright, problem solved, Ernesto.
Widzę, że wróciłeś. Jak idą postępy?
Complete task.
Bodowin nie będzie już sprawiał problemów.
Dobra robota, chłopcze. Szczerze mówiąc, miałem wątpliwości, czy sobie poradzisz z tym zadaniem. To dziw, że ten kur w ogóle chciał z tobą rozmawiać. Swoją drogą, dowiedziałeś się czegoś o tym smarkaczu?
Znalazłem twojego zbieracza, a dokładniej 3 z nich.
3? O czym ty mówisz?
Wygląda na to, że twój
I
chłopiec
assume
na
this is gonna be
posyłki
the
miał
same
braci
dialogue.
bliźniaków. To stąd u każdego, kogo pytałem, było tak dużo rozbieżności na temat jego wyglądu i imienia. Nie byli też przypadkowymi partaczami. Ktoś, kto ich wynajął, chciał wyraźnie podkopać twoją reputację.
Cóż, to nie jest pierwszy raz, gdy ktoś chce wygryźć z rynku samego Ernesto, ale nikt wcześniej nie uciekał się do tak parszywego podstępu. Zrobiłeś dużo więcej, niż od ciebie oczekiwałem. Zaskoczyłeś mnie, chłopcze. Przy najbliższej okazji wspomnę o tobie, Lorenzo. Im więcej takich ludzi w gildii, tym lepiej. Przyjmij tę drobną nagrodę w ramach mojej wdzięczności. Jeśli będziesz na Starym Mieście, koniecznie wstąp do Austerii na jedną z moich nalewek.
He might have given me more money, but it definitely seemed like a lot more XP. Okay, so joining the Merchant Guild. Let me double check my progress. Should talk to Ernesto, Armar, Innkeeper Helga. Did I do tasks for Helga already? I was there recently. Don't remember. I know I still needed to do Armar's quest. I have made myself known to the members of Archolos in a good way. I can either continue to win their affection, or I can immediately ask Lorenzo if that is enough. So I guess you need to do 3 of the 4, and I have done 3 of the 4, so there's probably more incentive to do more than less if there's going to be like more experience or more reward for doing that. So let's see, the Roderick thing, training of recruits. Now it's time to report to Roderick, so I'll just go ahead and do that if I can figure out how to get there. I think it's left and then forward. Writings, here's the city. Left and forward, right. Whoa. Might be worth putting some points into strength somewhere. Oh, Roderick's over here. Hey, you.
Hej, ty! Byłem na treningu.
A tak, słyszałem. Podobno nie ma tragedii, ale musisz się jeszcze paru rzeczy nauczyć. I już ja o to zadbam. W każdym razie, skoro miałeś w ręku miecz treningowy, to znaczy, że mógłbym cię wyposażyć w prawdziwą broń. Mógłbym, ale nie zrobię tego.
Dlaczego?
Musisz sam zdobyć dla siebie oręż. Nie ma dla mnie znaczenia, jak to zrobisz, bylebyś działał w granicach prawa. I nie może to być byle jaki, na prędce naostrzony pręt, tylko coś porządnego. Masz być strażnikiem, a nie obwiesiem.
Tak jest.
Do I have to supply my own tools for the job? This is a lame arrangement.
Dlaczego mam samemu załatwiać sobie broń?
Porządny strażnik musi być zaradny. Nieraz będziesz prowadził śledztwa, szukał tropów, a to wymaga lotnego umysłu. Chcę zobaczyć, czy uda ci się zdobyć taką samą broń, w jaką są wyposażeni nasi chłopcy, korzystając tylko z własnych kontaktów oraz umiejętności. Jeśli sprawa załatwienia sobie miecza cię przerośnie, to znaczy, że nie masz czego szukać w naszych szeregach. Pomyśl trochę, rozejrzyj się, pogadaj z kimś, kto może się orientować w temacie. Na więcej podpowiedzi z mojej strony nie licz.
This is a weird quest. I guess no one else will prove to be more helpful in finding a sword than a member of the city guard. Like, I understand the idea of testing my inquisitiveness to inspect things and find trails of information and get things done on my own, but why over a sword? Like, are you not gonna supply me with a sword? Shouldn't it be, like, standard issue to give people standard equipment?
Hej!
O, jesteś nowym rekrutem straży?
To się jeszcze okaże. Opłaca się nim zostać?
Płacą nie najgorzej. Do tego zapewniają dach nad głową i regularne posiłki. To coś, czego nigdzie indziej na tej wyspie nie znajdziesz. Boję się tylko podejścia niektórych obywateli. Wiesz, tych, którzy patrzą krzywo na wszystkich strażników.
Gadaniem ludzi nie ma co się przejmować. Słyszałeś coś o dowódcach? Jak traktują ludzi?
Sprawiedliwie. Jeśli się przykładasz, to cię wynagradzają. Jeśli się obijasz, to nie dostaniesz więcej niż absolutne minimum przewidziane w protokołach.
Dzięki za informację.
Nie ma sprawy.
I need a guard sword. As a matter of fact, I don't have a guard sword, do I? I have like a rough guard sword. I have a militia short sword. That doesn't count, does it? Hey, get back here. Where can I get a guard sword?
Potrzebny jest mi miecz strażnika. Jakieś pomysły?
O ile dobrze pamiętam, jeśli pogadasz z Kowalem Odgarem i cię polubi, to może ci taki zrobić. Ale jakby cię to interesowało, znam ciekawszy sposób na jego zdobycie.
To znaczy?
Proponuję szybki pojedynek. Ja stawiam mój miecz, a ty parę monet. Co ty na to?
Oh, why not?
Czemu nie?
Świetnie. A masz złoto?
Trzymaj.
Chodź. Musimy znaleźć miejsce, gdzie nikt nie będzie nam przeszkadzał. Trzymaj się blisko. Jak gdzieś znikniesz, to zatrzymam sobie twoje złoto.
Prepare to lose your sword, buddy. This guy's probably going to be pretty difficult, but I might be able to beat him. In fact, he is using an edged weapon, so why don't I just preemptively swap over to edge protection? That gets me 52. I need to put the belt on, don't I? That gets me 14, whereas this is 15. That's slightly better. We're going quite a ways away for this. Or are we gonna fight in front of the church? Or the graveyard or something?
Witaj, młody. Nie masz
chyba nie.
Jak
No.
znajdziesz jakąś drapaczkę, to daj mi znać.
Oh, that guy was not...
Jak znajdziesz jakąś
That guy was not a beggar. I should have listened to his dialogue. It was asking me for a scratcher. I don't know what that was. Kind of sounds like a lotto ticket or something. Seemed like he was a random encounter, but I just assumed it was a beggar interrupting my pathfinding quest. Well, weird. Like, what? What? I've got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, you want to go past the thicket, right? There you go.
Dobra, to miejsce jest w sam raz. Gotowy?
Bardziej już nie będę.
To do dzieła.
Get wrecked, and I'm gonna steal your sword and all your belongings. No. I'll steal your money. I'll give you the chance to give me your sword and my money from the bet back in dialogue. He might still yell at me for stealing his money, but we'll see.
Mój łeb. Masz cios, chłopcze. Chyba cię nie doceniłem. Trzymaj. Zasłużyłeś sobie.
Jak wytłumaczysz się z braku miecza?
O mnie się nie martw. I tak nie przepadałem za tym złomem. Stworzyłeś mi dobrą okazję, bym w końcu poszedł do któregoś kupca po coś lepszego.
A przypadkiem wszyscy strażnicy nie powinni mieć takiego samego rodzaju broni?
Teraz, w czasie wojny, wszystko co jest w miarę znośnej jakości jest wysyłane na front. Straż musi się ratować resztkami. Roderich od dawna nie zwraca uwagi na jednolitość wyposażenia. Możesz mi wierzyć.
So that explains that standardized equipment is not a thing, but still pretty whack to expect your new hires to supply their own essential equipment to do the job. Heavy leather, putting that back on over there. That's not quite what I... Oh, that's right. I gotta switch my back over to the leather. So that's more of my rounded set of defensive stats. So now Arvid's sword is 50 and 50, which is... I don't have enough strength for it, but it's even worse than the weapon I'm using, so... What was the whole point of getting this? It was literally just to prove that I could get a sword. Didn't matter about the weapon itself. Just to prove that I could get a sword. Oh, this is not the right place. I need to go to the guards. Goodness gracious. guess theoretically I could still possibly go to Ogdar and maybe see if I can butter him up and get another free sword. That might be smart. It might be better than Arvid's sword.
Hej, ty!
Odgar. I keep calling him something completely different.
Co masz na sprzedaż?
Znajdziesz u mnie...
I got a bad feeling like... They either want me to build a sword or the option is gone now. What?
Co słychać?
Zapach palonego węgla. Wierz mi, chłopcze.
I don't have an option. That's kind of disappointing. It was one or the other, I guess. Oh, I guess I probably could have gone straight through the whatever that magic circle with the mini cathedral thing is. That probably would have been a little faster. Hey, you. I already have a weapon.
Mam już broń.
Pokaż. No, nie jest źle. Wygląda na to, że możesz być całkiem przydatnym rekrutem. Zostało ci już tylko jedno zadanie. Jestem ciekaw, jak sobie z nim poradzisz, ale nie będziesz go wykonywał w takich łachmanach. Proszę, weź. Zasłużyłeś sobie. Dzięki temu mieszkańcy będą wiedzieli, że nie jesteś jakimś zwykłym spacerowiczem, tylko kandydatem na strażnika. I pamiętaj, mundur trzeba szanować.
What? What? Oh. I did not expect to get free armor. It's kind of crappy, though. I mean, I like the way it looks. It's kind of like this, I don't know if that's supposed to be chainmail or if that's just really loosely woven padded cloth, but, you know, I've got better armor, so unless I have to wear this for the quest, talk to Roderick, please. Talk to Roderick. There we go. What is the last task?
Na czym polega ostatnie zadanie?
Udasz się z Wejgarem na nocny patrol. Oceni, jak ci idą interwencje i czy potrafisz poprowadzić patrol tak, by był jak najefektywniejszy. Masz wybierać miejsca najbardziej narażone na różne burdy nocne i w razie potrzeby im zapobiegać. Przyjdź tutaj wieczorem. Wejgar będzie czekał. Pytania?
Na co mogę sobie pozwolić?
Nie bądź za ostry. Zawsze może się zdarzyć, że nie zostaniesz przyjęty w nasze szeregi, a wtedy nikt cię nie ochroni przed zawistnymi mieszkańcami. Pamiętaj jednak, że jeśli ktoś będzie stawiał opór, to możesz użyć siły albo nałożyć grzywnę. Zapamiętaj, kogo karzesz w ten drugi sposób i za co, bo musisz mi to potem przekazać.
W razie czego mogę liczyć na tego Wejgara?
Możesz liczyć na każdego ze strażników. Wstępując w nasze szeregi, każdy zobowiązuje się do pomocy innym członkom i rekrutom Straży Miejskiej. Ty również złożysz taką przysięgę, jeśli dobrze ci pójdzie. Jeszcze coś?
Wszystko jasne.
Alles klar.
Odmaszerować.
Tak jest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not digging the really regimented lifestyle these guys have. And this armor, if this is like the end game armor, again, I'm not super fond of that because it just looks, it's just plate mail. I'm not a big fan of that. And this stuff in particular, this kind of just gives me like a Gothic 3 vibes, which the less association with Gothic 3, the better. And their quests so far, like I've heard that the Guard has better quests, but these quests have not been especially great. Like the training scenario was unique and kind of it was an interesting way to implement game mechanics with a narrative theme behind it, with combat training and testing your swordplay that way, and then running around and trying to race people for endurance testing. Like, it's not really compelling storytelling, but it's an interesting use of quest mechanics and gameplay mechanics. And then the second quest to get a sword was like just kind of frustrating. Like, okay, just the whole premise was nonsensical to me. I didn't mind the tasks to do it, but it was just like, okay, this is kind of a flimsy excuse to have me do a thing. And maybe the night, doing the night patrol will be a little bit more fun. But in contrast, the Merchants Guild quests have been a little bit more straightforward, typical sort of quests, which is good and bad, because on the one hand, it's less scripted, it has more of that open-ended, go around, talk to people, figure things out for yourself kind of situation, as opposed to talk to this one specific person and then follow the script for the rest of the quest. This one, you know, it was talk to a bunch of different people. They have problems, figure out a way to help them. And like the Ernesto one was this whole kind of web of talking to all different people, following a trail, and it was still technically a linear quest, but it felt like it was a little bit more naturally, it synergized better with the natural gameplay flow of just kind of moving across the map, exploring and talking to people and interacting with all different peoples, versus the guards being, do this one thing and follow it through to conclusion. So I don't know, like I keep leaning more and more towards the Merchant Guild. I'm not super fond of the almost mafia-esque way that it's run, with everyone like sucking up to Lorenzo, and everything's about getting a good favor with Lorenzo. But like their armor seems better, at least it looks cooler, and I like the the idea of working for the private organization as opposed to a branch of the government, the royal government. I feel like this is the actual main quest, and I kind of want to probably join a guild before that. So to me, Armar promised to recommend me to Lorenzo if I convince Liman, a local fisherman, to work with the Merchant Guild. I should find him west of the town, somewhere on the beach with a ruined tower. So I think my plan would be to head out and try to resolve that quest and then come back and do the night patrol. What were my other options? Yeah, because when I go out to do that, it'll probably give me an opportunity to get some, maybe crab meat if there's crabs on the beach. And then some seeds from all that. So, yeah. Here's my world map. So it's west of here. And it's either at the Sailor's Retreat or all the way at Vardhall Ruins. And on the map, I can kind of see a circular thing before the bridge over the Vardhall Ruins, which might be a ruined tower, but it really kind of seems like the game is expecting me to go through the woods quite a considerable way, actually. It's a little bit more exploration than I was really intending to get involved with. That might be what I have to plan for. As a matter of fact, how am I doing on foodstuffs if I'm going to be venturing outside of town for a lengthy period of time? This doesn't seem like I have a whole lot of cooked recipes. If I can find a stove anywhere, that would be nice. Cook up some meat. Does Tomas have a stove? Baker might. Not one that I can use. He doesn't have a stove. My next major quest is figure out some place to cook my food.
Wspomóżcie obronę naszego królestwa, zaopatrując naszych chłopców w najlepszy sprzęt.
Here we are. So prepare a meal. I've got quite a few of these things that have been unprepared. I could make grape juice and berry jam. I guess I should go ahead and make these ones that I have yet to prepare, if I can. So 1, 2. I can make a pumpkin compote. I've learned that I need to make 2 of these things. That way I have 1 to eat and 1 to give to Jill. Fried fish skins. Makes good use of the fish. And as long as I have as long as I have an ample supply of milk to batter it with. I guess really you would need flour for that too. River Myrts. Still no oysters. Could fry up some boar meat. What does this do? Oh, maximum hit points? Hell yeah. So I'll need to fry up 9 boar meat for that. Mold Ghost Light. Now I'm just cluttering up my inventory with a bunch of crap. Smoked herb fish. A spicy meat pie. 65 health. That's pretty good. Any meat. What am I using for my any meat right now? Fish and beer batter. Goodness.
Jednocześnie ucząc się zawodu od najlepszych. Nie każdy obrońca Myrtany musi nosić miecz. Wspomóżcie obronę naszego królestwa, zaopatrując naszych chłopców w najlepszy sprzęt. Słuchajcie, słuchajcie, mieszkańcy
I don't know that I have sheep meat, so...
gubernatora Morisa ogłasza się, co następuje. Każdy mężczyzna zdolny do walki, który otrzyma kartę powołania do Armii Królewskiej, zobowiązany jest stawić się w koszarach w ciągu 2 dni. Przejdzie tam podstawowy trening oraz pozna przybliżony termin wyruszenia na front. Informujemy również, że Armia Królewska z chęcią przyjmie w swoje szeregi wszystkich ochotników, nawet tych niedoświadczonych. Razem odeprzemy orkową zarazę i przywrócimy pokój w całym królestwie.
What I want to check what is my any meat? My any meat is raw mole rat. And this is another like thing about fiddliness is the fact that why does everyone have to be raw bear meat parenthesis ingredients either used or not used? Because this makes them all really hard to tell at a passing glance which one is being used and not used, because you have to read every single line. And because the words are all different lengths, you know, it's not just a straight column where you can easily glance over it and say, oh, okay, that one has a slightly different formatting, so that's not it. So, like, this is where, to me, it would make more sense to have it say used, and then nothing whatsoever if it's not used. That way, you see the lengthier thing with the parentheses, immediately you know, okay, that is one that is being used for my recipes. And that would make it just so much easier to parse this information at a passing glance versus seeing ingredient used or ingredient not used for every single one of them.
Słuchajcie, słuchajcie, mieszkańcy Archolos. Na rozkaz wielmożnego gubernatora Morisa.
I got quite a few of these. I could grill up all 24, and that would be enough to get 8 of those made, but I'll just make 9 was what I had enough for, I think, so I'll make 5, 6, oh no, 7, can you just let me like stay in this menu to cook one individually instead of kicking me out of the menu every time? Again, this is why the cooking is fiddly and why I do not care for it. I don't mind the concept of it, but the mechanical execution in the game is just a slight pain in the ass. And remember, my whole point was like, I just wanted to go out and do a quest and explore, and now I'm spending 5 minutes fiddling with these menus, digging through trying to find where is the thing I want to cook, how many things does it need, do I have enough of the thing to be able to do it? Ah. Now, what was the other one that needed any meat that I wanted to check before I started burning through my meat? Spicy meat pie, this will heal 65, so that one's kind of cool. Let me go ahead and make another scavenger meat pumpkin shashlik. So fry the meat, raw scavenger meat. Get 10 20, and then if I cook one more, that'll get me 7 of them. That's gonna be quite a lot of shashliks, like a whole 7 of them, I believe. I still have some pumpkins left over, so that should be enough to tide me over for some exploration. And I think I would like to actually go back to Silbach. I'll give you 1. That'll be good for another 24 hours, and then we'll be asking for more. But if I can warp back to Silbach, I can turn in these ingredients, or these recipes, to Jill. Get them out of my inventory before I feel tempted to eat them all. I'm hoping that I can warp from this circle over here. Where is it? Where is the circle? It's like it's connected to the guards, isn't it? So it's up here somewhere? Here it is. Choose a location. Silbach.
Hej.
Hey, you.
Mam wszystko, czego potrzebujesz.
Got a lot of things for her. So how much money do I have before this? I got 1,543. 1543. Pretty easy number
Mam
to
wszystko,
remember.
czego
Masz.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Dla ciebie? Is that what she's saying?
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Dla ciebie.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
I probably sound terrible at it, but...
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Dla ciebie.
Masz. Dla ciebie. Masz. Dla ciebie. Masz. Dla ciebie. Masz. Dla ciebie.
60 gold for the boar
Masz.
stew.
Dla ciebie. Masz. Dla ciebie. Masz. Dla ciebie.
So now everything that is currently in my inventory is up for grabs, and I got 306 gold out of that. It's pretty good. Not a bad little haul there. So now, what is my objective? I want to go to number 1 or number 2 on this map. What is the best way there? I could maybe hire the Archolos runner to take me to possibly one of these locations. I don't know. Let me check his what his options are. But first, I'd like to sleep so that way I can get a little bit more time in the day, so I'm not definitely running around at night first thing. Why is my door closed? In fact, if I really wanted to, I should start at midnight, so that way by the time I really get into anywhere, it'll be getting close to early morning hours. That also healed up my mana so I can warp somewhere if I can't get quite where I want to go with this guy. The Royal Mine, Archolos, Valerio's, Rita's, Burmer's farm is close, right? Merchant's Guild Mine.
W sumie to się rozmyśliłem.
Is that the gold mine? Royal Mine and Araxos Gold Mine. So 5 must be that one. So I could warp to Burmer's farm. If I do that, then I can check number 2 relatively easily. Or at least quickly, and if that's not it, then I could go up to, well, no, there's no beach there, is there? So it's gotta be number 1, right? If I go to number 3, I can kind of go straight up to number 1, and then I'll be able to explore on the way back instead of exploring there and then doubling back. So that makes sense to me. I'll go to Burmer's farm.
Hey.
But first, let me talk to Stone and see if I can get some relatively cheap leveling. I think he might be charging more though nowadays.
Hey, ty.
If he even does teach me anymore.
Chcę być silniejszy.
Okay. This is fine.
Szybko się uczysz, tak?
Oh, that was it? Okay. So 45, I guess, is his cap. So that gets me a little bit of extra damage. That's good. I still have 31 learning points that I can spend, which would be enough to get up to master level one-handed if I could find someone to teach me. But then again, I was also thinking of learning the combat. No, not the combat, the advanced blacksmithing.
Hey, ty.
So take me to
Zabierz mnie do
Burmer's farm, whoever that might be.
farmy Bermara.
Oczywiście.
Burmer. This is a very non-3D textured grass. This is, I feel like I'm playing Gothic 1 again for just a split second. Very flat textures for the grass. So where am I now? I could talk to these people and do some quests here. But almost certainly, number 1 is where I have to go. There is a beach south of here that I don't think that's going to be it though. Oh,
Nie wiem,
no.
czego tu szukasz,
Oh, no.
ale mam nadzieję, że nie jesteś tu, by sprawiać kłopoty.
I didn't want to do any quests just yet.
Skąd u mieszkańców tej wyspy tyle gościnności?
Widzisz, żeby stała tu gdzieś tabliczka z napisem obcym wstęp wolny? Albo darmowe piwo, zapraszamy? Ta farma to teren Bermara i to on ustanawia zasady. A ja pilnuję, żeby te zasady były przestrzegane.
Okay.
Nie będę ci zawracał głowy.
Mądry chłopak.
I'll talk to you later when and if I decide I'm gonna actually do quest interactions and things at this establishment. When I'm looking around, I don't immediately see a tower. So really, just following this road out and going up to the whatever it is. Oh god, can't remember. Sailor's Retreat. Probably the way to go on this one. But I'm getting a little tired, so I think before I actually leave the premises, I will save, take a break, and then be able to get back at it in the next one. That'll do it for this one. I'll carry on in a little bit.